What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast. Now, I'm Alex. This week, I want to talk about a Harry Potter announcement, or at least that it could very well be announced very, very soon. Now, we are no strangers to talking about Harry Potter on this channel, the open world RPG, formerly supposed to be, or, what people had, I guess, had originally thought of it to be Magic Awakened, and then that turned out to be a Chinese mobile game, which is totally cool. I've never played it before, but I'm sure it's doing just fine. But we have good news. This is honestly really good news today. It seems like the announcement is imminent. Now, we only have one thing to go off of, but it's a really big something, right? So this was posted, I believe, on March 5th on Warner Bros. Official, like their career site. So it was a job listing for a associate lighting technical artist, okay? And this is what it would fulfill. Now, it gave a whole breakdown. It said, there's a lot more to this job listing, but the main part is this. It's for Avalanche Software, which is that studio that's been rumored for the longest time to be the ones to be making this Harry Potter game. So this goes back all the way till October of 2018. This is the studio that a lot of people had pointed to, and I believe there was other job listings in the past that would lead us to believe that as well. But Avalanche Software, a Warner Bros. Games studio, seeks a lighting technical artist to work closely with a talented group of artists and engineers on an exciting, soon-to-be-announced AAA title. Okay, now, we are taking leaps. There's absolutely no doubt that we're taking leaps. Because there's nothing specifically in this that says it is for Harry Potter, but Warner Bros. Official site, it's for Avalanche Software. Avalanche Software being that studio for the past 2 years that we've all thought is working on the Harry Potter game, and then also soon to be announced triple. So no matter what, absolutely no matter what, if this game is not that, if it's something else, and this is to not be confused with the Just Cause team either, because this isn't Just Cause. But if this is the studio that's making Harry Potter, it's soon to be announced. Now, soon to be announced obviously can mean a lot of different things. It doesn't have to mean, next week, next month, but with all the, with everything next gen going on, one of the main things we've talked a lot about specifically on this channel is these kind of announcements in regards to the next generation, just announcements in general. So when the PS5 gets announced, do they have these third-party studios? And I said on a different video, I honestly don't know which video because I made so many, what I would imagine, I don't know, and I don't know if this necessarily lines up, but something like, you remember when normally when any of this kind of stuff happens, when there's like a next generation reveal, and they show like a picture of all of these different developers, right? They show like 50 or 100 different, and they show like their logos, the logos of the development teams, and they say, here's the studios that are working on games for our system. I could imagine, I have said this before, even with maybe a prelude to like the Arkham game, you show like Warner Bros. Montreal's logo, right? And that could be like the first sign of like, oh, okay, hey, they're doing this. And that's just something like I'm speculating, I should say. So like this is also something that I could imagine being the same thing, but soon to be announced AAA title. That means they're announcing the AAA title, not necessarily announcing that they're making a game for the AAA, or like not necessarily they're making a AAA title for like next gen, and that's it. It sounds more like yeah, we're going to actually announce it. So again, now connecting it to next generation, we're within a month and a half of the PS5 being like formally unveiled. It's probably going to happen at the end of April. We have E3 with Microsoft, and I'm sure we're going to, and in fact, Warner Bros. Is actually going to E3, which, probably would start out, you think, well, they're the publishers of Cyberpunk, so maybe it's just for Cyberpunk, but then you really look at it, and it's like, okay, well, Monolith, it's been almost 2 years since their last Middle-earth game, so like they've got to be doing something. You have Rocksteady, who's just sitting there. You have a studio that's working on a Superman game. Now, whether that's Monolith or whether that's somebody else, you have that. If that is real, I guess, right? You have plenty. You have this development team as well. So now you really start to look at it and you say, well, actually, Warner Bros., like every single one of their studios is up for a brand new game. So when it comes to this one, it makes a lot of sense. It honestly does. Again, it's just a job listing. You can't read. Again, we're putting a lot of things together, but it's all from past things that we've already learned. If this Harry Potter game is real, and I've always thought it's real. I've literally always stood by the fact that I believe this game is a real thing, even when the name was changed, even when it was, even when Magic Awakened, the thing, closely associated to this was linked to that card game. I still believe that this game that we saw back in October in that leaked gameplay, I still believe that this game is a real thing, and it makes sense. There's really nothing else, whatever it is, even if it's not a Harry Potter game, I guess the best we can, or one of the things we can expect, even at worst, I should say, at worst, we can expect a brand new game announcement from Avalanche. So no matter what, I mean, Warner Bros. Again, it's picking up. We have Monolith, we have this studio, we have Warner Bros. Montreal, we have Rocksteady. If there's a Superman team, we have that team. I mean, there's like 5 games right there, all coming from Warner Bros. And honestly, each and every one of them could be absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, a Rocksteady game, a Warner Bros. So a Justice League or whatever, a Batman Arkham or just a Batman game, doesn't matter. A Superman game, a Middle Earth game, another Shadow of Blank game, and then a Harry Potter open world RPG game. I mean, how can you really do wrong? Well, there's a lot of ways you can do wrong with all of them, but they have an absolutely amazing lineup if all of those things turn out to be true. So it does, again, seems like it's going to be, I mean, they say it's going to be announced soon. It doesn't mean it's got to be like next week, again, next month, stuff like that. But with the PS5 reveal happening sometime this spring, you got to think, well, again, just like I was saying for that Warner Bros. Montreal thing, do they put Avalanche Software up there, right, on like a development thing or like a picture of all these development teams to say, hey, this is one of those studios that's working on it? And so do you think, and like, is that the first step? And then maybe a few months later, maybe at Microsoft's E3, or maybe, I mean, if there even is an E3 at this point, right, at Microsoft's E3, or maybe at Warner Bros. Just does their own like press conference or whatever, maybe they announce it there. I really don't think soon to be announced. I don't think you can really push that to like July, August, September. I think you got to kind of do it in the June period in general. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for it to be soon to be announced. So no matter what, I think we're going to get a new announcement or a game announcement from these guys over the next 3.5 months. And at best, it's Harry Potter. At worst, it's a brand new game that we can all still give some attention to. It just maybe wouldn't be Harry Potter. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think this soon-to-be-announced AAA game is Harry Potter? If it is, what are you guys expecting from it? When do you think we'll see this game? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now, and hit that bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And especially make sure you guys are subscribed, because we've had multiple videos talking about this game. I actually date all the way back quite a while talking about this game. We've made loads of videos discussing possibilities for like different gameplay features. So if you guys like these Harry Potter discussions, we've made numerous videos. There'll be a couple videos at the end of this video for you guys to check out if you want to, but I'm definitely going to be keeping up this coverage. So again, let me know if these are like the kinds of videos you guys want to see more of. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.